Alright, so the story I'm telling you guys today is something that happens often in high school that is very common for some reason. And I don't know why girls decide to do this, and sometimes even guys, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's ultimately disgusting. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Seriously, means a lot when you guys do. And on top of that, make sure you guys do join the Discord server down below, because seriously, I have a Discord server and I love communicating with you guys and you guys telling me your guys' crazy stories. And who knows, maybe one day I'll start telling your guys' crazy stories on the channel. Anyways, let's get straight into this. What is going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy story. So this story takes place back when I was in high school, and I believe this was my grade 10 year. And in my grade 10 year, I was already pretty well known in high school for being like the ultimate devil's tango person. Like, no joke, if a girl wanted to get absolutely destroyed, they would hit me up and basically go to me. But me, I started being selective with the girls I started to go doing the devil's tango with, because let's just say it got really gross knowing that, like, for example, my friend would do a girl and then instantly they would come to me because they knew that I was more attractive and, well, better than them. I don't know, it was pretty awkward. So knowing that, I kind of like became more selective of what girls I would choose to come up to me. But I remember there was this one girl that was in my school that was the most disgusting girl ever. And by disgusting, I don't mean she was ugly or she smelled bad. I mean she was a legit homie hopper. I remember hearing throughout the whole entire school that she would jump from friend group to friend group, and it just became absolutely disgusting. So I remember one time when me and my friend group were all together, the girl ended up walking up to us, and there was one guy in our friend group that was super nervous. But me, I looked at her and I knew instantly that she was gonna try to come up to me because she wanted to do the devil's tango with me. So when she came up to me, she looked at me and she's like, "Hey Bubba, like, I was just like wondering, like, do you want to like maybe like hang out sometime? Like, seriously." I instantly told her off and I told her no because I was not interested. And basically she would always bug me and try to like annoy me and stuff, and she kept trying to get my snap, but it got to the point where I totally just ignored her. She got pissed off with me, so I remember throughout the day she basically ignored me for the rest of the day as well. Me knowing that I basically told her off was pretty good to my mind. But then out of nowhere, I remember I got an ad on Snapchat and it was from that girl that was a homie hopper. I ended up getting so confused on how she added me until I saw my friend talking to her down the hallway, and I instantly knew that my friend basically gave her my Snapchat. I have no idea why my friend did this, so I remember going up to him later on saying, "Yo bro, like, why'd you do that?" He said, "Oh come on bro, like, it's a hot girl. Like, when you ever gonna turn down a hot girl, bro? You're literally slaying these days." Bruh, that's the one girl I don't want to do because she's a homie hopper, is what I told him. But he didn't listen to me and he just walked away. I remember this girl was always trying to hit me up on Snapchat. She would message me randomly. She would end up sending me photos of her, well, and her cherries and peaches, trying to keep up with YouTube monetization. But overall, she knew I wasn't having any of it. So I remember later on in the week, basically I stopped hearing from her, and then I remember me and the guys were gonna all hang out together one time as like a ritual we do every Saturdays and go out and eat some wings. A reminder, this was literally just the boys kind of thing, you know, like when like the boys have like this like friend kind of ritual thing. Like, for example, you play Call of Duty and play Search and Destroy at night, or for example, all the boys come over to your house and we all, like, you know, kiss the homies goodnight. It was basically one of those kind of things. But I remember when we were all over at Going to Wings and we all sat down beside each other starting to eat, my friend was kind of late that really thought that the homie hopper was hot. So I remember we all messaged him and he's like, "Oh, like, yeah, like, I'm on my way right now, guys. Like, sorry, I have to go pick up my girlfriend. She's gonna come join us." We all were confused and we're like, "Girlfriend? He has a girlfriend now? What?" And trust me, I think we all know that feeling when like your most ugliest friend in the friend group has like a girlfriend. It's like really bizarre, but it just happened. Anyways, 10 minutes later, he ends up bringing this girl over to this place that we were all eating at, and we all saw him walking up to the table with the homie hopper, the girl that was literally trying to get in my pants, bro. Out of nowhere, I saw this and I'm like, oh man, he didn't listen to me, knowing what was gonna happen. But I remember as they were walking to the table, this girl was staring me down like a hawk. Like, she knew that she was gonna be at my table ready to do the devil's tango with me. Now me, I have some respect and I do have, you know, the bro code in me. Like, I will not, you know, go for a chick that my friend's dating, for sure not. Like, no way, Jose. But the thing is that this chick was not really being with my friend because she liked him. It was more because she wanted to get closer to me so that I could realize how great of a girl she is. Funny enough, she's doing the exact thing that I did not like, which was homie hopping, but it was what it was. Anyways, all the boys were eating wings at the restaurant and we were all just basically talking about how in the world this relationship ended up happening. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. In a way, I have to thank Bubba. He kind of like got us closer, I guess." What? Thank me? And then after that, the girl's like, "Oh yeah, like, Bubba's so amazing," as he puts her hand on my shoulder going down my arm. And I'm like, yo, okay. You know what? Maybe I have to cut wings short, is what I said, because I didn't want to be there much longer. I remember we all ended up standing up and we basically like, you know, started to leave because, you know, we were basically done food anyway. I just didn't want to sit there awkwardly. But then for some reason, the girl's like, oh, like, why don't we all go to the park? I love the park, is what the homie hopper said. And basically all the guys were kind of down to go to the park for some reason, but I just think it's because a girl said something and they all have to agree to it anyway. So in my mind, I'm like, fine, let's all go to the park. So we all drive over to the park and everyone drives in their own vehicles. But then once we got there, after half an hour of us playing around goofing off, my friend comes up to me saying, yo, bro, like my girl has to like basically go home in a little bit, but like I have to go home like right now. So like you don't mind driving my girl home, right? In my mind, I'm thinking, what? Are you serious? You're gonna let me drive your girl even though she wants me? But I didn't tell him that because I knew it was gonna be too awkward to say that. So I remember I was like, sure, like I'll just drive your girl home. Because there's no way I'm gonna tell this guy, yeah, your girl wants me and you're gonna let me drive her home. Like that's just weird. Anyway, I remember my homie ended up going home and he basically got in his car and drove away. And I legitimately saw him get in his car and go away. And when he did, bro, his girl was all over my eggplant, bro. It was not even funny. Like it was like non-stop pop. She was coming close to me. She was getting really close. It got to the point where my friends thought it was super awkward and weird. And I agreed. So I remember I'm like, you know what? Let's just all go home. Screw this. So I remember me and her, we ended up going into my blue car, my Toyota Celica, which I love very much, by the way. And I remember I literally sat in the car with her and we ended up about to leave the parking lot until she said, oh wait, I forgot something at the park. Can you just park right here? I just said, sure, like whatever, go pick it up real quick. So I ended up parking the car on the side of the park of like the road basically. And the girl is supposed to get out, but she didn't get out. She just ended up locking my doors and literally hopped on top of me, trying to get on top of me to do the devil's tango. Me, I started trying to push her off because I'm like, bro, like chill, bro. Like, no, you're not doing this right now, you know, because that's awkward as hell. But literally this girl would just not stop. And basically from there, I remember I saw a car coming down, but like, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so awkward. It's gonna see this girl on top of me. Then the car instantly stops and all I see is headlights, and instantly coming up to my window, I hear a and I'm like, what? Who's that? And it was legit my homie, my friend that was dating this chick that originally told me to drive her home. I remember I looked at him like, bro, like what in the world is going on? And my friend was pissed. Like he was so mad. I remember he saw me. He opened my car door. He dragged me out of my own car. And he's like, what are you doing with my girlfriend? Like all pissed off and stuff with like a Hulk voice. I have no idea. I mean, I'm trying to tell him to calm the hell down because like I was trying to tell him the situation that was going on. And basically from there, I remember he started like really like getting pissed. So I remember I stood up and I'm like, man, I don't want to have to kick your butt, but I literally will if I have to. And this girl was like all freaking out saying like, no, like I never loved you. I loved Baba. Like I just wanted him. And when that girl said that, oh my goodness, it was like the wrong thing to say. Cause I remember my buddy started looking at me and he looked over at the girl and he's like, go screw yourself, you homie hopper. And basically went to his car and was listening to Juice WRLD, blasting it and driving home. Me, I saw this girl trying to get back to my car as if I was going to still drive her home after the whole situation. But I told her, hell no. And I told her to walk herself home. And she lived like only like an hour away. So, I mean, an hour walk never hurts for a homie hopper, I guess. And from there, I basically drove myself home, went on Xbox with all the boys, and I told him the whole situation. He only wishes that I told him that, you know, the girl was only trying to get close to him to get closer to me. But to be honest, I can't do that for a friend. If my friend really liked a girl like that, why would I tell him the bad news in the beginning? I don't know. It's a really hard situation to address, but overall, I think a lot of us in high school would go through this situation, especially with a girl or a guy. So in my opinion, be safe out there and stay away from homie hoppers. Anyways, guys, that is basically it for today's story. So make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Seriously means a lot when you guys do. And on top of that, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do follow me on Instagram and subscribe to me on all social medias. And also join the Discord server like I said earlier. Anyways, guys, like I always say, follow for more embarrassing stories. Peace out, guys.
My name is Baba. I'm still on top of the world. Devils taking with your mother. Of course, let's go. Should I make it a story? Let's click record. Got that TikTok with 2 mil hit different with some more. She said she love me, she kept. Should I exit for sure? I got 100K for my life's work, so my